twice. Do me again, baby, you're so nice. You're the one. Yeah, you're the one. Whoa, you're the one. Come on now, baby, you're the one for me. Realize, honey, love don't grow on trees. Then when you give it to the birds and the bees, you're the one. Yeah, you're the one. Whoa, you're the one. Come on now, baby, you're the one for me. Right. Twice. Kiss me again, baby, that is what I like. You're the one. Yeah, you're the one. Whoa, 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 you're the one. Come on now, baby, you're the one for me. Go, man. Twice. Thrill me again, baby, that is what I like. You're the one. Yeah, you're the one. Whoa, 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 you're the one. Come on now, baby, you're the one for me. Come on now, baby, you're the one for me.
Welcome to 303 Studios. We are live.
We're glad to have you here for Jim Casey Live, Still Alive. Some people call that show, this show. Jim Casey, Still Alive. I'm excited to be here again tonight on this beautiful, beautiful evening, the 24th of June, 2020, in the year of our Lord. And we're glad to be here to bring you a little entertainment. If you're still being cautious, staying in. We're going to do this and send this out to everybody who has been sending in requests. And one of the requests that are going to make tonight's show a little special is we're going to feature someone tonight with me who is the man behind the scene, is the co-producer and director of our show, does all our studio work, plays with our band, and by gosh, we just love him to death. He's going to be our special guest this week, Mr. Matt Casey.
We're not sure if everything's working yet.
We don't know if everything's working, so I'm going to leave Matt over there for a while. And as soon as he tells me it's working, then we're going to say okay. But if it's not, I'll just do something else to get it. And I'm going to bring him on now, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. Welcome to Casey Audio Tracks Cat Studio, Mr. Matt Casey. Matt,
All right.
glad to have you here finally.
It's glad to be here.
You're doing so much work all the time and making us laugh and have a great time. And you've been sitting in with us once in a while, but behind the scenes. So today we're going to go ahead and feature you right out here with the rest of the band. That's me.
All right.
And we're going to start off with something easy, Matt, for my sake. A song we've done a lot, Mr. Billy Joe Shaver wrote this, and this is a good tip to everyone. Send in your requests, and we'll try to do them. We've had several people asking for birthday requests, so keep sending them in. We'll get them. Goes like this. Long ago and far away, my old common labor shoe, I turned the world always your way, just because you asked me to. Liken to no other feeling, simple love is simple truth. There ain't a thing I wouldn't do, yeah, just because you asked me to. So let the world call me a fool, but things are right with me and you. That's all that matters, and I'll do anything you ask me to. Anything you ask me to. Knowing how much I love you, yeah. After all that we've been through a lot, Matt.
Yep.
I'd turn and walk away from you. No, just because you asked me to. I hope you never do. Let the world call me a fool, but things are right with me and you. That's all that matters, and I'll do anything you ask me to. Yeah, anything you ask me to. Oh, man. Woo, the
All
crowd's
right.
good, you know.
Yeah, good crowd tonight.
We do have a crowd in here. We're starting to get into the social distancing thing. There was that one girl that said she wouldn't get close to me with a 10-foot pole.
And now you're married to her.
Man, I had to work hard on that. And we have Bob and Judy Letheby are back here with us tonight.
Joining us again in the gallery. Yeah.
And Amy Casey, you've made every single show. You sure have. We loved having you here. Here's another Johnny Cash song that a lot of people asked for. And we may have done it before, but I'm going to do it again. And
Because it just feels so good.
this was written by June Carter, his beautiful, lovely wife, and
Another good friend of ours, Merle Kilgore.
Merle Kilgore. We love you, Merle, and June. We wish you were still here, but here's a song you guys wrote, and Johnny, you did a good job on it. Love is a burning thing, and it makes a fiery ring. Bound with a wild desire, I fell into a ring of fire. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher, and it burns, burns, burns. The ring of fire, the ring of fire, bringing them horns. A bum ba dum ba dum bum bum bum. A bum ba dum bum bum bum. Little more trombone from back there. Bum ba dum bum bum. Yeah. Bum ba dum bum bum bum. Well, the taste of love is sweet when hearts like ours meet. I fell for you like a child. Oh, but the fire went wild. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher, and it burns, burns, burns. The ring of fire, the ring of fire. It burns, burns, burns. The ring of fire, the ring of fire. Take it home, boys. A bum ba dum ba dum bum bum bum. Bum ba dum ba dum bum bum bum.
Thank you. Oh, yeah.
That always gets a good
That
response.
takes me back.
Does that take you back? Where
It
does it?
does.
Doesn't take you all the way back to the womb, does it?
No, I was thinking more like the sandbar.
The sandbar takes you back to the sandbar.
Takes me back to the sandbar.
Oh man, that takes me back to the night Merle Kilgore came and sang with us at
Douglas
the
Corner.
Douglas Corner
Yeah.
in Nashville. Which Eric Olson, if you're out there watching the show tonight, when you drive by Douglas Corner, make the sign of the cross for me, will you? Because we love that place, and it's closed. I heard they couldn't
Yep.
keep it, couldn't sell it. A fabulous place. We done a bunch of shows in there, and it's just
I've
been.
even gotten to play there once.
Yes, you did. You
Yeah.
played there with Chris,
Chris Lusinger, Garth Brooks' guitar player, and you,
and we backed up Jack Clement.
and we backed up Jack Clement, and we it was for the Vince Matthews Memorial down there.
That was a good one, man.
Good times.
I love that. Well, here's a little song that Johnny wrote. We're going to give him some credit as a songwriter, too. Great songwriter, and I think this is one of my favorite songs that Johnny Cash wrote. I love it. It always makes me feel nostalgic for some reason when I hear this first line. But it's a little song called I Still Miss Someone. At my door, the leaves are falling. A cold, wild wind has come. Sweethearts walk by together, and I still miss someone. I go out on a party to look for a little fun, yeah. But I find a darkened corner, woo, and I still miss someone. Oh, I never got over those blue eyes. I see them everywhere. I miss those arms that once held me when all the love was there. And I wonder if she is sorry for leaving what we begun. someone for me somewhere, and I still miss someone. Yes, I still miss someone. Man, isn't that one of those heart-thumping songs? And we had
man.
dancers on that song.
That's the first dancers we've ever had during our show here, and right now you guys are number one in the dance contest. Bob and Judy Lethbridge.
You're number one. Well, we got some nice prizes we're going to be giving away.
Well, you know, if you miss someone or you just can't be around them right now, or if they're long gone, either way, we'd like to have a little toast here.
Now, what are we drinking tonight, Matt?
Well, we're kind of going back through the liquor cabinet here, and we're back to the Jack Daniel's Tennessee Honey.
Woo, honey.
Couple shots of that
See
and
my
some
Jack
ice.
Daniel's Tennessee honey. Oh, when it comes to liquor, man, it ain't so funny. It's good.
Just so smooth.
And she good. She's so sweet.
All right.
It's kind of a little taste of like a burnt brown sugar or something, isn't it?
Yeah, it's called honey.
Woo, man. Well, let's keep on moving. You know what, Matt? Here's a song that I'm going to pull. It's an old one, and I'm going to send this song out to Bill Sattel, Mr. Bill Sattel, a great Hall of Fame drummer, and also sending this out to Dino Reeves. Dino passed away and left us a few years ago, but way back when in the early 1980s, and Judy Letheby was here, and Bob Letheby, and Matt, and the city of Norfolk, which is my hometown, Norfolk, Nebraska, hometown of Johnny Carson and Jim Casey, and we all they decided they were going to tear down the bandstand that had been built in the 1930s that was in Central Park, the first big gathering, one huge block, and that's our place. And they were going to tear it down, and Bill Sattel called me and said, you know, Jim, that doesn't sound right. You know, we love that bandstand. It's been there since when we were kids, and much before. We got to do something. So we organized a little protest, and
It was a peaceful one.
a peaceful protest.
Yep, peaceful.
We didn't break any windows out or anything. And you know what? We got the city council to go along with us, and they decided to save the bandstand. And they welded the railings back on it, and we had a huge concert out there.
did.
And you can check on this, and but the newspaper said there were between 2,000 and 3,000 people that day, and all the bands from all over, as far as Sioux City and Omaha and South Dakota, they came, and we all played and had a great time for a good reason. So keep that in mind as we go forward. Here's a little song, man. We were serious about this. A song called "Someone Is Tearing Down My Memories," like this. I went downtown the other day, cruised the avenue. Something sure was different. Things didn't quite ring true. Them old familiar places were gone without a trace. I looked around and all I found was a big parking lot in that place. Someone is tearing down my memories, replacing them with strangers. They don't mean a thing to me. I'm looking for that feeling. Tell me how it used to be. They're tearing down my memories. men sat on a bench by the bank, but you don't see them there anymore. I guess the past is a luxury we just can't afford. There's more to life than a building or another old coat parking lot. You can't judge a man by the age on his hands or the money that he ain't got. Someone is tearing down my memories, replacing them with strangers. They don't mean a thing to me. Yeah, I'm looking for that feeling. Tell me how it used to be. Tearing down my memories. Woo! Woo! Yeah. Whatever happened to moonlight walks, lovers hand in hand? Ain't enough time for love in the mind of a modern day digital man. There's the silent desperation that haunts my memory. I see husband and wife living out their life on 200 channels of paid color cable TV. They're tearing down my memories. Tearing down my memories. Tearing down my memories. Tearing down my memories. Yeah, yeah, tearing down my memories. Hey, tearing down my memories. Tearing down my memories. Matt Casey's hot on that bass guitar tonight.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Very rocking. Dino, you're up there in heaven somewhere. You're a big part of this. And guess what? I found, I think, the DVD, the video of that whole day that we're all playing live. So we're going to see if we can get that transferred here at Cat Audio.
Yep.
Right here, Casey Audio Tracks, which we do transfers, DVDs, tape, whatever have you.
We're the king of transfers.
The kings of transfer. All right. Well, let's see here, Matt. I think it's time for, here's a request I've had 2 or 3 times, and we have never done it because Matt was always sitting back there. But we had a request for this little Merle Haggard song, and they said, do something that Matt has some knowledge about. And Bob, you just pull her right in there. Sing a little harmony if you got to. All right. The crowd's moving in, folks. See, there's nothing you can do about it during this containment over here. We get the spirit. And but anyway, Matt, getting back to your song, and so I wondered, do you think you'd do a little Merle Haggard song?
Well, you know, I listened to a lot of young country back in the day, and I think they did a few Merle Haggard songs, and maybe I can do a Merle here for you guys.
Well, I'd like that.
And it goes a little something like this. We don't smoke marijuana in Muskogee. We don't take our trips on LSD. We don't burn our draft cards down on Main Street. 'Cause we like living right and being free. We don't make a party out of loving. We like holding hands, pitching woo. We don't let our hair grow long and shaggy, like that hippie that Jim Casey likes to do. Hey! And I'm proud to be an Ogie from Muskogee. It's a place where even squares can have a ball. We still wave Old Glory down at the courthouse. Why lightning's still the biggest thrill of all.
Yes, it is.
Play it, Jim.
Whoa.
Well, leather boots are still in style for manly footwear.
They're park leather.
It beats him Roman sandals worn be seen.
No, they weren't.
And football's still the greatest sport in Nebraska.
Get 'em on, yeah. Woo.
And the kids, they still respect the college team. And I'm proud to be an Ogie from Muskogee. It's a place where even squares can have a ball.
Or two.
We still wave Old Glory down at the VFW. And why lightning's still the biggest thrill of all. Yeah, why lightning's still my greatest thrill of all. In Muskogee, Oklahoma, USA. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Oh my God, you guys.
There's nothing better than getting to play music with your dad and singing and everything else. So,
Well, Matt, that's nice of you to say. That makes up for all the whoopings and everything, huh?
I'm sorry about that. I got a little upset.
All the times that was just last week I had to whoop him. All those calls in the middle of the night. We've got your son down here. Bob, you remember
They were
that?
never in the middle of the night. All the calls came from when I was in school. And usually they were in the afternoon. Dad was taking his nap.
Now, wait a minute. I didn't take an afternoon nap then. All right, Matt, we're going to move on. And we're going to do a little song that...
This is one of my
that-
favorite songs.
And I walked in a club where you were playing with the Lethebys a while back. And when I walked in there, you were up there singing this song of mine. And you had a pretty damn good groove.
I hope that royalty check got to you.
Yes, I did get that royalty check. I do have a check at home. I got to tell you guys, and I don't know the exact. We've got a lot of stuff that's online and downloadable, but I got a check for one of the songs that my publishing company, Prairie Wind Music, has in there, and it was a song by a writer that wrote for us, and I didn't recognize the song, but I got the check for 1 cent. It cost them 50 cents to send the check, and probably 20 cents for the check, or more than that to have somebody do it all for 1 cent.
It said decimal 01. That was what it was.
Decimal 01. All right. No, Matt, I haven't cashed that check. This is a little song called Cry, Cry. Wrote this song when I was with Young Country. We were playing up in South Dakota, and I was in a bar that night, and we got through playing the show, and the band was off stage, and we're trying to get out of there, and the music was not on, but the jukebox was sitting over there with the lights on, and there was a girl that she was, as they say, she was a sweetheart, but she had drank maybe too much, and she was over there leaning up against the jukebox, and there's no music except in her head, and she was going boom, 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 boom. And I thought, man, that's a commotion motion right there. I need a song with that boom, boom song, you know. Good one to play on the bass. Got
That
Matt
it
Casey
is.
in the key of G. Song called Cry, Cry. Everybody's on the move. Ain't no reason hanging around. Ain't nobody gonna miss me. I'm just one more leaving town. Guess I wore my welcome thin, and that last kiss was goodbye. Ain't no love you can hold when it's time to cry, cry. Ooh, cry, cry, cry. Was it 10,000 years ago? Well, I thought your love was mine. Where it went, I'd like to know. Well, I won't forget your face, and I still can see your eyes. Ain't no love you can hold when it's time to cry, cry. When it's midnight in your bed and you wait with empty arms, well, will you miss my body warm when you're still awake at dawn? I guess I'll never understand how we let it all go by, and we watch our love go bad. Now it's time to cry, cry. Ooh, cry, cry, cry. Was it 10,000 years ago? Well, I thought your love was mine. Where it went, I'd like to know. Well, I won't forget your face, and I still can see your eyes. Ain't no love you can hold when it's time to cry, cry. Ain't no love you can hold when it's time to cry, cry.
Man.
Well, Matt, you ought to be able to. You kind of jump around on all the instruments a little bit. You played keyboards, and you played drums on our recording, bass, a guitar,
Drums.
but you've got to learn
tambourine.
from a couple three great bass players, four great bass players.
I really did. I had a lot of legends to learn from.
You had to learn from Bob Letheby,
Bob Letheby,
Nick Leland,
Don Peterson,
Don Peterson,
Jim Casey.
Nick Hupp, and I'd throw Jim Casey in there because
Not a lot of people know that Jim Casey used to play bass with Sammy Smith out on the road
he was
touring.
a road bass player.
He was the real deal,
Loved it.
and so I've learned licks from everyone.
We cuss them out a lot, and we have several rules. Like here, for you musicians, here's the first rule: once you start a song out there and playing with somebody, you can't stop and go, well, I don't. Where am I at? No, you just keep going. You keep going through the mud, and you know that the one is out there someplace, Bob, and you come around and you hit it. You can't stop. You just keep it going.
Because you don't want to be the one that goes back to the locker room and says, I was the one that messed up.
Nope, you don't want to be in the locker room with that.
No.
Well, Matt, hey, here's a little song that I'd like to do, and it's one I didn't write. I did have a little bit to do with it.
Well,
Maybe-
you're a co-writer on this.
You can tell them about this song,
But
maybe.
here's a song actually I wrote. I started this song when we first moved into the 303 studios here, and I was in the other room doing some wiring, and I heard the train go by, not once, but maybe a few times, and I just thought, I don't know, I'm going to sit down, and I picked up a guitar, and it just came to me. So I wrote this song, and I pulled in Jim, or my dad, to help me. And oh God, I'm losing my electronics here. And but we sat down and we worked on this, and this will be our first version live that we're going to present.
We've never done this song
We've never
before.
done this before, so you're hearing it first right here, 303 Studios live.
And I got to tell you, we do have the tracks, the train tracks out there, but we have never had a problem when the train came by. We may have once, and we just stopped and waited for the train to go by. And then actually on one of our songs, we recorded the train.
Yeah, we used it.
On, let's see. What,
Abel and Cain.
Abel Cain.
Yeah.
Our song called Abel Cain. And so anyway, Norfolk, Nebraska, here's a song about your downtown. About that train.
And like
Matt
Sam
Casey wrote
Phillips
it.
always said, you think I'm going to stop a session for a train, you got to be crazy.
And he actually used a cuss word with it.
Well, I
he
was being censored.
He didn't say train, but at Sun Records, the telephone, it was such a small building. Sun Records was no bigger. We're in the back, really actually a pretty huge room here at 303, and in the corner of it. And Sun Records wasn't as big as this half of our studio. And Sam said, if you think I'm gonna, they said, did you ever have to stop the tape because of a telephone? Hell no, if you think I'm gonna stop that tape because of a GD telephone, you're crazy. So if you can listen to those old Sun Elvis records, Jerry Lee Lewis, you can hear the telephone ringing on some of them.
Yeah.
And what about us?
And well, what about us?
Well, Matt, there's a train coming through our town. Yeah. Well, there's a train coming through our town. American steel, southern bound, rolling wheels, round and around. There's a train coming through our town. Well, I just wrote me a good song, pal, and I just can't wait to lay it down. But that whistle just keeps on a-blowing. There's a train coming through our town. Train, train, go away, come back another day. Your horn is messing with my mind. The boys in the band are ready to play. Hey, engineer, won't you take a break? There's a train coming through our town. Yeah, once in a while the train gets off the tracks a little bit. There's some fat kid down there, he put a penny on the tracks, derailed the train. Well, I think I finally figured this song out. Me and the boys can't wait to try it out. We'll just incorporate that lonesome sound, 'cause there's a train coming through our town. Train, train, come back another day. Your horn is messing with my mind. The boys in the band are ready to play. Hey, engineer, won't you take a break? There's a train coming through our town. There's a train coming through our town. American steel, southern bound, rolling wheels round and round. There's a train coming through our town. There's a train coming through our town. Yay! Good song, Matt Casey.
Yeah.
I messed it up. I messed it up.
You
in a
guys
couple
got that on
places.
record. Are the cameras rolling?
Where the
Can we get a replay of that?
Could we replay Jim Casey saying he made a mistake? Well, folks, we got a few more songs, and
Mistake
we're
or not, you can't beat this right here, getting to play with your dad. So.
All right, Matt. I'm glad you appreciate it. You can't beat getting to play with your son. We're gonna have to have a refill of that booze.
You know, there was 2 shots in there, Jim. You were supposed to drink that all night.
I didn't know that was supposed to last me.
Maybe that was the reason.
Here's a little song that Matt and I wrote together. We actually wrote this song from the beginning together. And we were on our way back in probably the early 90s, driving back from Orlando, Florida. I was working on a soundtrack for a movie down there. And I had to go down for a week, so I thought, well, we never get a vacation. I can deduct this. I'll take this off as expenses. So we rented a condo and headed down to Orlando, Florida. And on the way back, I didn't want to drive, and your kind, wonderful, beautiful mother, Beth, said, I'll drive. And she was driving. That's a long roll from Florida. She didn't drive all the way.
No, no.
And you and I sat in the back seat, and we wrote this song. Someone, and you were writing it thinking, man, if I could play this for some girls. You were only about 12 or 13, were you?
I was already counting the dates.
If I played this for a girl, might do okay. And I was thinking, God bless your mom. She's driving. So we wrote this song. Keep my lyrics. And bum 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 bum. Some say it's over. Some say it's just begun. Some say it's just a fad. Some say it's just for fun. Some say it's thrilling. A rocket to the moon. Some say it's just a flash, and it's over too soon. But I just gotta say, I love you, and I would go through anything for you. And I hope you know by now, you're someone I can't live without. And I love you. If there's a reason I should not be feeling this way, you'd better tell me now, 'cause I'm so into you. I'm gonna take this love all the way. Some say it's right. Some say it's wrong. Some say who really cares? It's just another love song. Well, I might be gambling. I might lose all I have. But if I could win your love, then I'll take that chance. And I just gotta say, I love you, and I would go through anything for you. And I hope you know by now, you're someone I can't live without. And I love you. Yeah, I hope you know by now you're someone I can't live without, and I love you. Man, that's a good song. Have you ever heard that one before, Amy?
So we dedicate that one to my mom.
Yeah, Matt, that's a good one. I'll never forget that we were riding in the old.
And also, thanks, Daisy. You had knee surgery on that trip,
That's Matt's sister, Daisy.
and we got to go in front of all the lines at Epcot Center for that trip to Florida. So we got to go on all the rides, thanks to Daisy and her.
Because
knee
she was
surgery.
in a wheelchair because she'd had surgery the week before. We'd already scheduled the whole thing you're going. And she was on pain pills, and she had on sunglasses.
They were like Tom Cruise sunglasses from Top Gun.
And she was in a foul mood that whole time being on pain pills. But we went right to the front of the line. Daisy looked that gal. Somebody let us know out there. Maybe Bob can tell if somebody will give. Who is the girl? Daisy looked like that gal that sang, "Somebody's knocking. Could I let him in? Could it be the devil?"
I don't know if I know that one.
And she was blind. She was blind. She wore sunglasses. Bob Lethby's back there singing, and we may have him.
I don't know the song. I know the song. I don't know the singer.
I don't know. So maybe somebody out there will text us in there, Bob. All right, man, this has been fun. Let's keep on going, Matt.
Yeah, well, we got another one that we wrote together, didn't we, Jim?
You know what, Matt? I think so. This is a song that Matt and I wrote. It's got a kind of a strange beat. I don't know what exactly it is. Something got some South American in it. It's funky.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's perfect for right now because right now I've seen so many people out walking together. I mean, it's really been great to see families and couples and people are walking and get out enjoying what God gave us, which is this beautiful earth instead of every minute, oh, God, what am I going to do? Oh, man. We get ourselves in that, but it's okay. Go on, walk. Take a little walk. And, you know, when you're walking, you get your endorphins get loosened up, and they start coming out, and you're feeling good. Oh, man, I am feeling good. And that's kind of what this song's about. It's about a couple that's out walking, I think. A song, as a matter of fact, is called, Matt Casey and I wrote, Come On, Let's Walk. Two. Well, it's a fine night for a walk with you in the park. It's such a fine night holding hands with you in the dark. Nobody's in a hurry, but we can take it easy. Maybe we can try to find a way to make it all make sense. I know there's a time and place for everything, so come on, let's walk a while. Come on, let's talk a while. Yeah. Like that. I know you don't know me that well. That's okay, I don't know you that well either. But think that in time we can be something more than friends. Oh, what a night This moon and stars are shining bright. I know it's getting late, but do you wanna stay out a little bit longer? Come on, baby, let's walk. Come on, baby, let's talk. Yeah. I wanna know you well. I think I could. I wanna hold your hand and take you from this place in this time and space. Yeah. If it's all that we do, hey, a walk is enough for me. If it's with you, I wanna hold your hand. I wanna hold your hand. Ah-ha-ha. Yeah. Yeah, whisper in your ear, whisper in your ear. Feel pretty good now. If it's only time, don't wanna waste it like I've done so many times. Let's take advantage of this situation. Hey girl, what do you say? Come on, baby, let's walk. Come on, baby, let's talk. Come on, baby, let's walk. Come on, baby, let's talk. Come on, baby, let's walk. Come on, baby, let's talk. Matt Casey, woo!
All right.
Boy, if that song doesn't turn you on when you're walking, I don't know what will.
Man.
Get all those endorphins in your holding hands.
Woo.
But the guy didn't go for it. He just wanted to whisper in your ear. He going, baby, I don't want to waste time any longer.
We just want to walk. That's all.
We just want to walk. That's all I want. All right, Matt, we're coming around the horn. And we got a little song that was done years ago by Louis Jordan. And my father-in-law, Bud Trimble, loved Louis Jordan. I was so lucky to meet his daughter because she had been raised on all that good old blues and jazz and big band and all that stuff. So I couldn't pull anything over on her. And here's one that Louis Jordan wrote, recorded later by Mr. James Brown.
Yeah.
Between James' early years and James' later, Mr. Dynamite years. Really some great songs. A song called For You, My Love. Well, for you, my love, I would do most anything. Hey, for you, my love, I would do most anything. And love you, baby, I hope you feel the same. For you, my love, I would swim the ocean blue. For you, my love, I would swim the ocean blue. There ain't nothing in the world I wouldn't do for you. Listen me, Bobby. Well, now you made me drink. You made me drink. Then you changed my drink to milk and cream. I said goodbye to all my mob. I even went out and got a job. Ow. Hey, for you, my love. Hey, for you, my love, I would do most anything. And love you, baby, baby, I hope you feel the same. Yeah, for you, my love. Well, you made me drink, you made me drink, and then you changed my drink to milk and cream. I said goodbye to all my Bob. I even went out and got a job. Oh, hey, for you, my love. Well, for you, my love, I would do most anything. And I love you, mama, I hope you feel the same. Well, for you, my love. 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 Hey! Well, for you, my love, I would do most anything. Oh, I'll do most anything for you. Bob let the bee and Judy too in her little pink shoes. You're looking good, Amy, you're looking good too. Let's do one more, boys.
All right.
This has been a really fun, exciting night.
We've had a great time. This is fun. And I know it's been a no-thrill show. Not being in the booth is kind of hard. I hope everything's been working. But, all right, good. And I just want to say stay tuned for afterwards. We got coming from the vault tonight. I grabbed about 4 or 5 of some of my favorite productions with my dad that I've been a part of. And I'd like to play them for you tonight. And so stay tuned for after the show. We've got some songs from the vault coming your way.
Matt Casey, I love you.
Love you too, Dad.
We've been together for a long time. Let's keep it going, folks. You know what? When you get down to the nitty gritty, the biggest thing in life is how we treat each other, and that we love each other. It really is. We don't have to be Google. Oh, I love you. You know, just putting up with our friends and putting up with our relatives, and thank God they put up with us. And that's life. A little bit every day, just a little bit in there. Try a little bit. Sometimes we slip, but that's okay. So we're going to do this song, song I really love. It's the first time I ever heard this song, because I grew up a Catholic up here in the Midwest, and we didn't do many Southern gospel songs. Matter of fact, we didn't do any. I don't even know if we ever did Amazing Grace in the Catholic Church. I don't know if we did, but it's not like that anymore. We all came to our senses. Hey, we're all in this same thing. We might be a little shade off from somebody else, but it's the same thing. So, when I moved down south, I learned a lot of songs, and the first night I heard this, Matt, was out at the church camp out in Craigie Hope.
I know that camp well.
Because later on, 20 years later...
I went to that camp for about 20 years straight.
Well, you didn't go that many years straight, but you went to it, and you were the counselor. It was a American Cancer Society camp.
I went there about 20 years. It didn't seem like it, but...
And back in the day, we went out there because Gil Francis, my good friend, was married to a young lady whose parents were the caretakers. So we would go out there. We could stay in those cabins.
Church camp chicks.
And there was a lake out there, and I heard Jack Clement, with the bonfire going, Jack Clement sang this song, and it goes like this. Oh, they tell me of a home far beyond the skies. Oh, they tell me of a home far away. Yes, they tell me of a home where no storm clouds rise. Oh, they tell me of an uncloudy day. Oh, they tell me of a home where my friends have gone, where music sings the sorrows away, where the tree of life sheds its fragrant bloom in a peace of an uncloudy day. In a land of cloudless days, in a land of uncloudy skies. Oh, they tell me of a home where no storm clouds rise. Oh, they tell me of an uncloudy day. Oh, they tell me of a king and his beauty there, and they tell me that mine eyes shall behold where he sits on the throne that is whiter than snow, in a city that is made of gold. In a land of cloudless days, in a land of uncloudy skies. Oh, they tell me of a home where no storm clouds rise. Oh, they tell me of an uncloudy day. Oh, they tell me, oh, they tell me, oh, they tell me of an uncloudy day. Whoa, yeah. Bless you all tonight. God loves you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Matt, Bob Letheby, Judy Letheby.
Thank you,
Amy
everyone,
Casey.
for letting me be with you tonight.
Matt, you did a great job. Thank you so much. And I'm going to sit here till the show actually turns off. I'm going to sit here till the show actually turns off and talk to you.
We're going to get the tunes going here. Don't go anywhere. We got music from the vault. So thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next week.
Just hang on and, hey, send us an email if you would like to be one of the people and come down and share this show live with us. We've got room. We can keep 6 feet apart in here and get quite a few people. So give us a call. Let us know on the internet if you would like to come down, and we'll see. It's been fun, and it's going to be more fun. Goodbye, everybody. Love you.
There's two kind of people that I just can't stand. That's a lying woman and a cheating man. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. Don't you lie to me. Don't you lie to me. Because it makes me mad. I get jealous as a man can be. Well, I can love you, honey, till the cows come home, but I just can't stand the way you're doing me wrong. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. No, don't you lie Well, let's talk it over, mama, before we start. I heard it from the fellas how you do your part. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. Don't you lie to me. Don't you lie to me. 'Cause it makes me mad. I get jealous as a man can be. Don't you lie to me. 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 No, don't you lie to me. 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 Because it makes me mad. I get jealous as a man can be. Here come now, look. Get crazy now. Well, I can love you, honey, till the cows come home, but I just can't stand the way you're doing me wrong. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. No, don't you lie to me. Don't you lie to me. Because it makes me mad. I get jealous as a man can be. Hey, don't you lie to me. Don't you lie to me. Don't you lie to me. No, don't you lie to me. Don't you lie to me. Don't you lie to me. 'Cause it makes me mad. I get jealous as a man can be. Because it makes me mad. I get jealous as a man can be. Don't lie to me. Corina, I see a gal like a summer's day. Turn my bad times into glad times. Let me hear you say, when the road ahead gets ragged and there's nothing you can do, if you need a friend, hold out your hand and I'll pull you through. I'll pull you through. There's been mean times and lean times, times I don't recall. Corina, who I see a gal like I did before. I went to California, out to the promised land. I put on an act, but I wish I was back, just talking with you and walking with you. Such a long time since I heard you say it. When the road ahead gets ragged 10 years ago, on a cold, dark night, someone was killed neath the town hall light. There were few at the scene, but they all agreed that the slayer who ran looked a lot like me. The judge, he said, son, what is your alibi? If you were with someone, son, you won't have to die. I spoke not one word, though it meant my life, 'cause I had been in the arms of my best friend's wife. And she walks these hills in a long black veil. She visits my grave when the night winds wave. Nobody knows, nobody sees, nobody knows but me. Gallows were high, eternity near. She stood in the crowd, but she shed not one tear. But sometime tonight, when that cold wind moans in a long black veil, she cries o'er my bones. And she walks these hills in a long black veil. She visits my grave when the night winds wave. Nobody knows, nobody sees, nobody knows but me. Nobody knows but me.
Don Cruz was a man with a gift in his hands for building the guitars that we play. He took a piece of wood, carved it so good, and topped it off with his name. Now some folks live for fortune and fame. Some folks live for the buck. Some folks bend their shoulders and run. They leave when the going gets tough.
Don had it dreamed. It was a mighty scheme to build the finest guitar in the land. And I know the good Lord said when Don walked through his gates, here comes a satisfied man. And many were the days that we drank from the cup with Don and Shirley at the store. Now his soul does a walk across Texas, right beside the old Texas Troubadour. My friends, don't you weep, don't toss in your sleep, and wonder how the good Lord works his ways. Like the clock on the wall, time calls on us all when that great bird carries us away. And someday when we gather down at the river and God's bluegrass band begins to play, all heaven will be swaying, and I know they will be playing a guitar that Don Cruz made. Don Cruz was a man with a gift in his hand. In a rented, run-down trailer on the outskirts of our town, where the tracks run through the vacant lots and lay the hobos down, there was born the son of a storm in the eye of a hurricane. Oh, Lord, have mercy on a boy named Abel Kane. He grew up tough and scrawny, a dirt poor streetwise kid. He always took the heat for the things he never did. His daddy was a fallen preacher. Folks said it was a shame. No need in pointing fingers, just to blame it on Abel Kane. He was born the son of a storm in the eye of a hurricane. Born to be in trouble, blame it on Abel Kane. Busted window, broken door, cashier line on the floor, stolen cash, missing wine. Who we gonna blame this time? The sheriff says, boys, get the change. Gonna blame this one on you, Abel Kane. A killer storm was brewing when the dogs tracked Abel down. They ran him like a rabbit down the main street of our town. A shot rang out like thunder with the first drop of rain. And with his dying breath he whispered, don't blame it on Abel Kane. He was born the son of a storm in the eye of a hurricane. hurricane, born to be in trouble. Blame it on